Hello. So finally, it's my first day of work here in Nevada. Quick story, I finally transferred from PA to Nevada and still work under the same company. So that is the advantage if your company is available in any states of the United States. So the only condition is that, well, I don't know if it's really applicable, but it might be a case-to-case basis. But at least 6 months working under the company, you can already request to transfer, provided that you are not under probationary or warning, something like that. So I did that on my 8th month, I guess, because I didn't have yet the courage to do that by 6 months. But I've already started my endorsement, so as soon as I've transferred here, everything is already settled in, good to go. So you can see the sun has been up and it's already very bright, because today is just a kind of a bit orientation. So I'm gonna meet with everyone and I'm gonna be like shadowed by a teammate on the floor. So let's see what will happen for the day, and I'm so excited. I get to see another clinic and get to see the difference and have another chance or an opportunity to start all over again. But this time I already have the basic skills of being a dialysis nurse here in the US. So come with me on my first day of work. So the drive is around 22 minutes, around 11 miles from the apartment. So it's a bit better compared to my other clinic back there in my old state, back there in PA, which is around 26 miles. That would take 35 minutes.
Emergency mo lagi ni. Iahag lagi ni. Oh, sama ni pa.
Sige lang, akin lang. Ito ang parking lot to.
Sige dito na tato na pito. Sige dito na to na kung kita rin isulod to.
Ito lang, Montong Davita. Dili lang ka mag-park. Dili ka, ay, good morning. It's my second day of work. I'm earlier than yesterday. It's my call time for today is 6:30 a.m. and it's a bit cold today. It's just enough. It's 61 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm wearing my warmer. Anyway, during the middle of the day, it's gonna be hot. So for today, there will be only one shift, which is the case for TTS patients. So the census of my new clinic is a bit low, and the number of staffs also, not just in PCTs but also in the nurses, are just enough. So whenever there are call outs or anything, then wouldn't be really having a problem at all. And then also the good news also is nurses do not have their own pods or do not play the PCT role. We just help whenever they need one. So we only do mainly assessment and medications, which is really a good thing. So for today, I'm gonna observe the whole flow for a day for TDS patients, so to really see the difference. Yesterday was just purely orientation. I was just walking around and then observe their priming. Of course, the principle of priming is always there. It's just that they're using different lines, which is now the arterial chamber and also the transducer, and then their coupling is read up. So it's now totally the same setup in the Philippines, so didn't really have any problem at all. And they were even a bit surprised that I was able to figure out the lines. Wow. And also their machine, although it's the same, like it's Fresenius 2008 K2, but the blood pump is a bit placed differently, because ours in my old clinic is at the center of the machine, but then theirs is kind of a bit deviated to the right area. So that is so far what I have observed, and I'm gonna update you later. So we'll be done around just afternoon. Usually it's just like 6 hours for TDS patients. And also for my schedule every week, it's just 3 times a week. So it's not really the case that your days will just be 3 times, because you've already totaled like 36 hours. But for the standard hours that I tried calculating, it will only total up to 34 hours. So I'm gonna know that by next week, because I'm gonna be on my own, I believe. So I guess for this year I will then be ready for another BRN job. And as I can say, the job is not really that hectic, so let's see. This is our back entrance. So you can see the salt. There's a lot of them. Good morning! It's day 3 today, so as you can observe, it's still nighttime, but it's already 4:11 a.m. So my call time for today is 4:30. It's a Wednesday shift, so we are going to have 3 shifts for today, and I will be somewhat the opener. I'm still not on my own. I'm with an acute RN, so I'm still gonna work with her. But then I've already got the flow a bit from yesterday, so I think I can already do most of their procedures now. Anyway, the nurses are just responsible for the assessment and medications. They have entirely different flows and setup, so I'm gonna talk about that in a different video. And as for the meantime, I'm gonna go inside now, since it's now almost 13 minutes till call time. So see you later. So today was kind of a busy day. There was someone who passed out, but I was working with 3 co-Pinoy nurses. I mean 3 co-Pinoy teammates. So 1 PCT, I shadowed an acute RN, and then the closer still a Pinoy RN. So all 3 of them are Pinoy. And then, since among the three of us, I had the most experience in the chronic setup. So most of the time I did most of the paperwork, like adding new patients, and also teach of them some of the tricks that we do back there in the clinic. So I'm off for tomorrow, and my last day will be for this week will be this Friday. I'm still under training, but I'm already doing a regular task that we do because I'm already, acquainted with it, just the way their setup is. And then by next week I'm already off training, so it's gonna be myself. So I'm actually, and one day will be my first opener. So I'll be opener, my first time there, which is actually I'm earlier than the newly trained nurse there at the clinic. So see ya Friday. On day 4, I worked together with my FA since she's also a nurse and she was covering the opening shift. But because I can't be entirely considered as a new nurse trainee, I was on my own already that day. Still, I was adjusting to their new setup and routine, so it took me a bit more time to accomplish most tasks. So when lunchtime came and she knew I still had not taken my lunch, she was quick to cover in the floor. Also, I found out that the AA, or the administrative assistant, is also a PCT, and she accompanied the FA to work in the floor as well. This new clinic is definitely an interesting one, and I'm so glad to be finally part in something I can call as my own team and work family. Till next time.